Microsoft at the same time has begun cutting ties with OpenAI, and I have predicted this, I think, at the end of 2023, beginning 2024. I made a video on AI documentary and the AI history that you can watch in my YouTube channel. I predicted this, that they are going to cut ties with OpenAI. At the same time, UK ends antitrust probe into Microsoft-OpenAI partnership. So why it's happening? Because Microsoft is the majority owner of OpenAI, I think 49%. I think they are trying to partner with others as well. I think they just partnered with XAI and Elon Musk and someone else with a $30 billion infrastructure project. So maybe this is the case. Speaking of
GPT-4 Turbo. GPT-4 supported up to 8K and in some cases up to 32K context length. But we know that isn't enough for many of you and what you want to do. GPT-4 Turbo supports up to 128,000 tokens of context.
And OpenAI, I think Turbo can deprogram conspiracy thinkers. Like the AI's ability to access vast information and tailor counter arguments to individual reasoning contributes to effectiveness of debunking misinformation. Like, because it's so logical and it gives logical answers, it prevents people to think in a conspiracy theoretical ways. What is my concern on this one? Like, what if AI is just more able to manipulate humans and know more about human psychology and persuasion than we do ourselves? And that's the way that, like, what if AI know more than our self-knowledge? What if governments and big corporations use LLMs and train them in wrong data sets and false information to justify their actions against humanity by this logical persuasion system that LLMs can affect human minds? That was a hell of a conspiracy theory, man. But that might be true. I mean, who knows? Like, who knows the real answer? Of course, it's logical because LLMs can like do a lot of computational power. They have been exposed to large amounts of data sets. They can reason very well now. Of course, that's why conspiracy theories can go away and it can deprogram conspiracy thinkers. At the same time, it might be the case that I said. I know you like conspiracy theories, but this might be the case. So that's hell of a story. At the same time, speaking of OpenAI again, Meta plans to launch an AI app to compete with ChatGPT, and OpenAI reverse it. This is a funny story. So Meta has Llama, and they want to launch an app to basically compete with ChatGPT. And there is a tweet from Sam Altman tweet. Deepo, if you can pull the Sam Altman tweet up. I think, yes. So Sam Altman's reaction to Mark Zuckerberg saying that we want to launch an app to compete with ChatGPT. Sam Altman says, okay, fine. Maybe we'll do a social app to compete with Instagram and Facebook. And at the same time, Sam Altman says, LOL, if Facebook tries to comes at us and we just reverse them, it would be so funny. Like, that would be so funny. Like, Sam is trying to be funny sometimes on X. And I can say that he is funny. The next story is... excuse me for a second. The next story, I don't know why it's so cold in the studio. The next story is how Cursor skyrocketed to the top, the fastest growing AI startup of 2025. This is one of my favorite stories. Cursor, an AI-powered code editor by Antsphere, hits $100 million in annual recurring revenue in just 12 months. Basically 9,900% gross, with 360,000 developers paying $2 to $40 monthly. It outpaced SaaS peers like Wiz and Deal. It's a lean team and product-led success highlight its rapid rise as a top AI company. Maybe Cursor AI is the real-world example of a lean startup. There's a book called Lean Startup that is in my reading list, by the way. I think Cursor AI is the real-world example of lean startup. So Cursor AI is an AI-powered integrated development environment developed by Ansphere, as I said, to enhance the developer productivity by integrating advanced AI features directly into the coding environment. What is the company history? I think it has been founded in 2022 by 4 friends from MIT. The product launch was in 2023. They launched Cursor AI, the AI editor, and I think the Series B funding was, they raised from Anderson Horowitz. I think they elevate like $2.5 billion valuation, and they raised $105 million in Series B rounding. And I think they acquired Super Maven, an AI coding assistance, in 2024, November 2024 as well. So the way that they are trying to change the whole coding thing is just wild. Like, Cursor exemplifies the significant shift in the software development landscape, integrating AI to streamline coding process. Like AI-powered code generation, intelligent auto-completion, and code-based understanding are the 3 most important characteristics of Cursor AI, in my opinion. And Cursor AI, as I said before, has the characteristics of lean AI startup. Why? Because of rapid growth with a small team, reaching 100 million in annual recurring revenue, or ARR, in just 12 months. This is just wild. Fast enough to say this is the top AI startup and one of the real ones in the competitive AI landscape in the market now. And what is the conclusion? Like, Cursor AI stands as a testament to transformative potential of integrating AI into software development. Its rapid accent and innovative approach highlight the evolving landscape of AI-driven tools, like underscoring the possibilities for lean startups to disrupt traditional industries, leverage advanced technologies. Even I think Y Combinator CEO Gary Tan says, I think quarter of current YC startups, I think 95% of the code was written by AI. This means that you don't need a team of 50 or 100 engineers. You don't have to raise so much. The capital goes much longer. And the Y Combinator CEO says, this might be the time. What if the founders know that you don't need to raise that much capital, you don't need to hire that much engineers, and you can just build a product as fast as possible, minimum viable product. Don't be perfectionist, because being perfectionist kills a founder. Just try to have a solid idea that has a secret sauce, and it differentiates from the competitors in the market. Try to build an MVP and put it out in the market and use the customer feedback to improve it. And that's the whole process. And it's fast now, more efficient. You don't need that much capital. You don't need to be highly practical, because you can use Cursor AI, and the 95% of the code can be generated by AI. So, if Cursor rises, blow your mind. And I have a question. Do you think this is the end of coding? And this is the end of software engineers? Or this is just the beginning of a new way to do entrepreneurship being in tech, build MVPs. Let me know what you think about this one. The next story we have is about Manus AI meets vibe coding, the new era of prompt-driven creation. So there's a video, I think, on news video on Manus AI. People, pull the news video on Manus AI, please. Let me see that.
Of a new Chinese AI agent called Manus adds to fear of increased competition from China. For today's Tech Check, Deirdre Bosa on the new tool that's being called China's second DeepSeek moment.
High praise if it is.
Yes.
It is.
So Oppenheimer even writes this morning, the Manus announcement not helping our AI names, which continue to struggle. You can see the NASDAQ still down 3% this morning. Now, Manus was released last week by a Chinese company billed as a general AI agent that turns your thoughts into actions, basically promising to outperform OpenAI's deep research and have broader, more general capabilities. In demos like the one we're showing you right here, you see Manus visualizing stock analysis and then turning it into a website. Another example searched through Japanese travel websites and produced a 7-day itinerary tailored for cherry blossom season. What followed on the web was a lot of hype. China's next DeepSeek moment, as Leslie pointed out, that's what it was called by many. The AI agent we were promised is another one I heard. Jack Dorsey simply posting on his X account, excellent. And so Manus, if it lives up to the hype, it could provide more reason for investors to buy the China AI story and leave the US one amid threat of a recession, just as DeepSeek introduced the AI trade and hurt ours, showing that AI can be done on the cheap. Manus may underpin that momentum. And as we pointed out before, the China and US AI trades, they're going in complete opposite directions this year. Skepticism, though, around Manus is creeping in. The flashy debut that included slick demos, influencer-driven buzz, and invitation-only access, it raises more questions than answers. DeepSeek, by contrast, let its technology speak for itself. It was widely accessible almost immediately, and it was open source, giving developers the ability to look behind the curtain and confirm its credibility. Users on X said that they encountered error messages and endless loops while testing Manus. It's also unclear how it was developed and whether it uses its own AI model. I've requested an invite code, so guys, I'll report back if and when I'm able to try it for myself and how it compares. For now, though, in focus, tariffs, huge ramps in CapEx, Apple's Siri delays, recession fears, that's taking center stage. But China is making progress in the background, and this is as ugly a mix as you can see here as the AI trade continues to unwind.
Wow, that was a hell of an analysis. So, Manus AI, yeah, I was thinking about why Jack Dorsey said excellent on Twitter. Manus, China's new AI tool, basically is a rival to deep research by OpenAI, doing a broader tasks and more efficient. So it's unlocking new possibilities from just a simple prompt. Like the agent creates its own game plan, builds everything for you from scratch. Let me know what you think about this one. We're living through the biggest tech AI revolution in history. Don't just observe it, be part of it. Subscribe my YouTube channel. Also follow me on Instagram to stay ahead.